All right, hello, 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 collective. Welcome to today's timeless reading. At time of recording, we're basically right at the beginning of Pisces season. So happy Pisces season! Happy birthday to my Pisceans! Happy belated to any Aquarians I might have missed. Thank you so much, Aquarius season, Aquarius energy, Pisces. Please do us well, do us right. I know you are closing out the zodiac, you are closing out the cycles. There are going to be okay, yes, Aquarius season had some ups and downs. A lot of emotional management, mastery, and transmutation. Those lessons and practices are going to be continuing throughout this Pisces season slash it's likely unfolding for you in this now when if you're watching this message and still tuning in, especially if you just watched the prayer video that preceded this reading. Spirit guided me and slash started the camera without me knowing. While I was doing the prayer to get ready for this reading, which really helps me ground and open up and better connect with spirit in the purest way and set the right boundaries and borders and parameters. So you could check that out in addition to enjoy that mini calibration for yourself, which I guide us through. With all that being said, Pisces season, being a water sign, being really adept at feeling the breath of emotions and experiences, there will be a lot of feelings that flow to and through us in this now, in this time. Hence why Aquarius season already brought up opportunities for emotional mastery and transmutation, because of course we've applied this before in our lives, likely if you're what do you call it, tuning in, channeling in. And even the way I feel as though I've been stuttering a bit more. So there may be moments of feeling like you're glitching out, really feeling these timeline stutters, glitches, shifts, jitters. It's because depending on how we leverage our emotions and leverage our energy in motion, our energy in motion. Ooh, this is good. I feel I was gonna say pro tip, but then however Spirit was like, yes, pro tip, however, it's really more, you know me, pro invitation. So this is dope. Spirit is saying pro invitation this now is to use your emotions consciously, intentionally as energy in motion. And whether it, especially if it's something that's really feeling ick, and if that energy is being directed your way, oh, thank you, Spirit, slow it down, don't let me forget. When that energy is being directed your way, it's like transmute it into something that serves you. Use it as inspiration. Use it as fuel. Use it as material to further, not only further commit to, as well as to further materialize the reality, the timeline that you truly desire, that is truly here for you. Spirit, what did I ask you to hold on to? Okay, thank you. So I almost said por ejemplo. So I was just speaking Spanglish. So por ejemplo, it makes sense because a lot of my Twitter is very bilingual at this point. As particularly with like inspirational content and memes. And a lot of y'all may have been seeing, whether in English, Spanish, both, whatever your language is, let's not get too caught up on it. Things such as any every time, anytime and every time my name is spoken, wealth, prosperity, and optimal health flow in my direction. Anytime someone speaks ill upon my name, it is transmuted into further abundance, wealth, and divine intercession, divine protection, divine grace. Things of that nature. Essentially, you've been seeing more wards, more protections, more invitations to not just like guard or protect your name, to really alchemize your name and alchemize energy that is sent and directed your way, using it for your highest and greatest and holiest good, using it for your increased ascension and soul embodiment and fulfillment, things of that nature. I almost said cosas así. So yeah, I must be like, somebody who's watching is probably bilingual. Because I feel like, for whatever reason, a lot more Spanish is wanting to flow through in this reading compared to some of the other ones I did. And yes, I know I've been like having a bit more clients where I've been channeling a bit more in Spanish and pushing, or I should say not pushing. Well, yeah, healthy pushing, like labor pushing, and expanding my boundaries in that regard, which I'm very, very grateful for the opportunity. Albeit sometimes it is a little like, I don't want to say nerve-wracking, but I witnessed the nerves. And then I used the energy in motion. Oh, well, thank you for having me be vulnerable, Spirit. Thank you, Holy Venus. Thank you, Holiest Divine Feminine. So the cards that I'm going to begin with are going to be the Goddess Guidance. Like, what really pulled me into this and really busted this channel wide open is this Divine Feminine energy and feeling a lot of sacral vibes and really feeling, thank you, Spirit, song synchronicity, associated with this reading. I don't even know her catalog like that, but I remember that song by Tierra Marie. Like, is it Girl Feel? Make a Girl Feel? Is there any boy around who knows how to make a girl feel? Know how to make a girl feel? Make her feel good. I just want to know. You know, does anybody remember that? Like, comment down below. Comment down below. Drop a link if you got a link. Drop it. But it's very much giving that kitty cat meows. Ooh, ew. Very much, very poussoir. Ooh, now I'm hearing Black Cat by Janet. Yeah, this is very not limited to cougar energy, not just having to be cougar, but it can give some cougar coont as well. Yeah, this is like a desire. This is acknowledging a desire, and this is definitely Piscean energy. This is a Piscean energy for sure. On some freak tip and some freak-ish. Really desiring like some really deep, good, yum yum wows, pleasures in a variety of ways, whatever categories you want, let alone whatever you think. But it's like, the kitty doesn't want to just purr. The kitty wants to roar. You know, it's like we want the pleasure to be real. We want it to be more ecstatic, more jubilant, more euphoric, more full-bodied. Be very careful in this season. I know it's cliche, but the fact that I'm giving all of this right now is there's going to be desires maybe for more like Dionysian like energies and vibes. So more revelry, maybe more debauchery, maybe more use of enhancements, aphrodisiacs, substancias. I feel guided to kind of be a little bit coded for whatever reason right now. And that's probably also a little bit of that Piscean energy. It's like, you know, it's got the light side and the dark side. And it's like, there's that energy. It reminds me similar to Scorpio, where it's like, there's elements for sure, like for privacy. Like, and meet me in my boudoir. Okay, yeah, so S&M Rihanna, like those kind of things. But like more like need to know basis. The ones who deserve to know are the ones who deserve to know. The ones who get to experience that flavor need to be the ones who deserve to experience that flavor to savor. And that's why we want the pleasure to be real in whatever it is. So it's like wanting real food, real taste, something good, something with character and personality and oomph and sauce and spice. Yeah, it's like, it's very interesting because it's like a very watery sign, but it's like craving that fire. It's like craving the heat. Like let's what do you call it? Bubble, bubble, toil and trouble, fire, burn, and cauldron, bubble. It's like, why don't you come up and, you remember that from Drag Race? If you know, you know. But it's like wanting to feel the steam. Like I'm hearing that Rihanna, no, wait, not Rihanna. Nina Sky, the part where she's like, can you feel the heat? I know she's probably saying, can you feel the beat? But I'm hearing it, can you feel the heat? Can you feel the heat? Can you feel it? You know, it's giving that. It's like, ooh, move your body, girl. Yep. It's very divine feminina, hips, poussoir, sexuality, sensuality, life force energy, and really channeling and using that in, I am going to say sacred ways. However, I really want to invite user specificity here, like your uniqueness, your audacious, bold, authentic self, your authentic desires and pleasures, your authentic like guidance in the way in which you engage or not, and with whom or not in this season and cycle in your life. Not everyone's way of being needs to be your way of being, okay? I need this to be, this is a high level mastery and alchemy thing. We're making it very practical and inviting because that's what we do here. It's not about elitism. It's about like literally encouraging and empowering people to become their own self-masters. All right? So empty sway. It's like, I need you to be discerning and selective and being careful about how you refer to others or where they're at. Or if you look at someone else, be very, very mindful about, are you allowing them to be a source of inspiration and taking what resonates and leave what doesn't? Or are you using them as a source for compare and despair, as a source for judgment and putting yourself behind, down, or back? I understand there are certain cases and places in life where ranking and hierarchy is real. I'm not pretending it's not. Yet we need to be very discerning and mindful about what context we do apply that way of being to versus not, and not being limited to that or letting that be the default or the foundation of everything all of the time, especially if you really want abundance and abundance consciousness in life and realness, okay? So with all that being said, honor the season and cycle you're in. Honor your intuition, especially because your intuition and your instincts are definitely talking, purring, meowing, communicating in this now. Okay, we're gonna get cards in a second. Yeah? Okay. I feel ready. If you ask me, I'm ready. If you ask me, I'm ready. So there may be like, I know I've been getting a lot, increasingly more musical with these channels. Continue to take note of what songs particularly speak to you, resonate with you, pop up for you, find you in this now, in this season. Because sacral chakra definitely has a connection with music. Whether that be through actual singing, listening to music, dancing along with music. So once again, really coming into this sacral power, this sacral authenticity, this sacral awareness and discernment and connection. So if you feel guided to do some energy healing, cleansing and stuff like that, you may want to give some special attention to the sacral. In addition to a general wash and rinse, and calibrate of the whole system, give the sacral some extra zhuzh, some extra love, some extra nourishment. It makes sense also on this Venus day, Venus energy. And as I said, that 13 just struck on the clock. So confirmation of that divine feminina energy. Yes, thank you, Holy Spirit and guides. Goddesses, can we get some cards to take this on the table, please? Okay, one big shuffle. Thank you, loves. Okay, we have 3. First up, we have Athena with inner wisdom. You know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay. What was I just talking about? Like literally, I was just saying that, albeit maybe in a couple different words. Comment down below and confirm this. Confirm what I said. Confirm if you're a witness. Can I get a witness? Thank you. So, honoring your wisdom, honoring your intuition. I love that she has like the owl symbol, and then it's giving me a combination of like angel wings, but also this like protective, like diamond aura, shield, barrier, bubble kind of gig. So, but I don't feel like it's something that's like blocking you, blocking your sight, blocking your insight, blocking your powers. Like it's not something that's like trapping you. What I feel is though this is more so like angelic and or divine, however you want to define it, covering and blessings where you still have, it's like for you, it is a permeable barrier, meaning you can direct your energy and you can invite energies or whatever in at your discretion. Yet overall there is like protection so that it sentiently responds and becomes impermeable for the energies and entities that do not serve you, that are not in alignment with you and your highest and holiest good, if that makes sense. Comment down below if it does, please. I live. Let's get the next one. Bridget with Don't Back Down. Stand up for what you believe is right. I'm going to flip the next one. And we have Kuan Yin. Kuan Yin with Compassion, yet it was reversed. Very interesting. And I feel called to that. Not in a bad way, so don't worry. So with the inner wisdom and then the Don't Back Down with Bridget. This is really honoring what lights you up, what sparks you up, taking action, inspired action on what you feel guided to, what your heart is responding with, tingling with. So for those of you who saw the prayer video that precedes this one, that sets up the energy calibration for this reading, if you'd like to receive it, it's like maybe less than 5 minutes. It's a short one. I talked about feeling a tingling sensation in my heart very specifically towards the close of that video after doing the prayer and the calibration. And because of that, I decided, okay, I'm authentically going to upload this because I didn't plan to record that video. The camera started recording due to a hand gesture I wasn't aware I made, and the camera caught to activate. And so there's something about the fact that I'm guided to share that is about you continuing to show up and take inspired actions. Strike while the iron is hot. Don't give up on your dreams, your passions, and those like intuitive callings and nudges on when you feel guided to work on whatever you feel called to really do at this point, like whatever you feel called to be laboring on, to be giving your energy, giving your currency, giving your attention, giving your follow-up, giving your follow-through, whatever that may be. It's like, don't back down from that. Don't turn your back on that. Your wisdom is guiding you forward. I feel as though this is for a collective where I'm not trying to stress you out, because especially this is Venus Day and Friday, and we've been talking all about the pleasures and the goodness and rejuvenation. What I am getting though, it's like with all of that, from a rejuvenated, restored place, show up, as well as allow your passion, allow your calling, like what you really love, to contribute to, your spark, to gassing you up, to building you up, to your sustainability. Like there is such a thing as doing too much, like overextending ourselves. So that's why it's about that discernment and mindfulness. And what I feel with this compassion that was in reverse, like it's Kuan Yin saying, release judgments about yourself and others and focus on the love and light that is within everyone. And the fact that it's reverse is like, I don't feel as though you are totally blocking yourself from compassion with this collective. I do feel as though for what we are getting is a warm and lovingly emphatic, not like tough, not rude, not mean, not harsh, nothing like that, but warm and lovingly emphatic reminder and invitation to continue, especially with this rose quartz, unconditional love, unconditional love, unconditional love, to continue to give ourselves that unconditional love, that grace, and that compassion, so that when inner saboteurs pop up, doubts pop up, memories of past, like quote-unquote failures, dropping the balls, things like falling through, whatever, being derailed, anything like that, when that stuff is popping up and we are feeling reminded of it in a way where it's almost as if we're seeking to take responsibility again or take accountability again, yet in a way that's actually more disempowering rather than empowering or expansive. Spirit is wanting us to turn on the power and remember the practice of compassion and to let go of this judgment, let go of this, like, trying to make yourself basically like atone and repent, pay penance, like basically like punishing yourself for stuff that you've already like dealt with, answered for, and transmuted. It's like, it's done. It's like, it really is done. I feel as though for this collective, this is an affirmation that it's done, / those things are truly done. You truly have evolved. You truly have like taken accountability and made amends as best as you can, at least up until this point and this now. And if you know that's not true, then you know it's not true for you. Yeah, for this collective, it's like in this now moment, it's continue to shine and burn bright and free and honor yourself and love yourself unapologetically, let alone unconditionally. Living more boldly and authentically. Doing what you're here to do, what you're called to do. Yeah, I love this. It's like you're a lotus flower with this lotus energy as well. You are always meant to have a story of rising from the depths, overcoming density and pressure, transmuting density and pressure, things of that nature. Bottom of the deck is Bast with independent. Your independence is a foundation for your strength and success. And here we go. Now notice those kitty cats on both sides. Kitty cats. I feel guided to say that. Because while this card is about independence, this does not mean we do not have aligned allyship, aligned family, aligned chosen family, aligned friendships, aligned business partners, collaborators, companions, whoop-de-whoop-de-woo, whatever it may be. I say that because this is not about highlighting hyper independence or hyper solitude, hermitage, whatever. No, this is about holding space, like being your own leader, holding yourself in a healthy, like your own unique lane, you embracing yourself as a unique and distinct individual with distinct abilities, and the ways you use those abilities and share those abilities and communicate and whoop-de-whoop-de-woo, express. It's basically about like honoring and commanding your respect, utilizing your voice, making sure your vision and voice is heard and taken into account with the things that you are a part of and the things that seek your energy, your gifts, your talent, your expression, whatever it may be, your focus, your energy, your currency. And your currency is flowing and it's growing. Especially as you like continue doing what you're called to do, which is what I was channeling, especially with that Bridget card. Yeah, I feel like with this vast energy, it's why like honoring yourself, honoring your crown, honoring you being a lead. It's like making and embracing those strategic alliances, embracing those aligned connections. Yes, thank you, Spirit. Okay, we're gonna get some tarot to bring this down to earth. So I feel like the goddesses are basically like, I feel as though they're feeling like, yeah, we pretty much gave it to them. Venus is like, it is like, pardon me, slow down, Spirit. Continue embodying the thriving goddess energy and archetype. A multifaceted, multidimensional goddess who has various priorities, including themselves, especially themselves. And they allocate time as they feel guided, depending on the season and where they're at. Okay. One card already plopped out, but it was face down, so I left it face down for the moment. The next card that popped out face up is Queen of Swords. One just jumped. That was face down. And I feel guided for one more. I really enjoyed the 4. Oh, yeah. Yo, we got the 8. Yo, you can't make this up. We got the 8 with the 9 of Pentacles on top. Like, what? Okay, so first card's face down, second card face up is Queen of Swords, third card is face down, and then basically 4 5 pop out together, these pentacles. So this is the Bast energy, given the confirmation of like with the independence, what I was talking about. It's like you staying on top of your craft, your business, your artisanship, your whatever you're called to be expressing, laboring on, giving service, giving attention, giving energy, giving your currency. Continue, because you are going to continue to prosper and grow and thrive. And Spirit, you're about to unlock a new layer and level of truly thriving independence. Like you're going to really make some, what I'm getting is like, I like the phrase of self-made community built. I like those combination of things because I identify as somebody who's taken a lot of autonomy and agency, yes, over their own life to get where they are. Yet I would not be here if it wasn't for the love of, and grace of the divine and the people divinely placed on my path along the way. Community, friends, acquaintances, strangers, like other beings, straight up. So definitely community built while also being self-made. So this may resonate with you as well. And Spirit is saying you are stepping into a new layer and level of feeling the fruition of your self-made components in particular, not ignoring the community. It's not saying you're not grateful or not giving credit. No, this is about taking more of a moment though and really seeing how much you really did do, how much you really did persevere, how much you really have transformed and transmuted, elevated, ascended, and awakening. Like basically giving yourself, your flowers, taking due credit, giving yourself your props. And it's because you've been putting in the work, you've been increasingly consistent. And even if you quote unquote fall off, you come back to it in some way, shape, or form. You haven't given up, you haven't given in, you didn't back down. And it's paying off, and it's paying off like quite abundantly. And there's going to be even more blessings to be looking ahead to. Like she knows even more is coming. So what I feel is there's about to be likely what is felt like a big layer and level off, pay up or pay out in some way, shape, or form that is going to allow for a mix of not only short-term needs and desires to be met. I'm also feeling like space for planning, space for savings, space for investing. Like obviously this is a general collective reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. However, this is what I'm saying. It's like this is not just a rich moment, this is a wealth moment. Wealth, true wealth and prosperity, abundance, glow up and vibes. So let's see what those face down cards were. Interesting. Okay, the first one is the Emperor reverse, followed by the Queen of Swords. Then it's this Page of Cups. Okay. Okay. All right. This is what I'm getting. This is really interesting because I feel like these face down cards are like linked and these face up cards are more like you, like the receiver of this reading. Comment down below. Like, let me know. Yeah, don't force the fit. Take what resonates. Book a personal. Links are down below if you want to get personal. Yeah. So, Queen of Swords was face up. And then we had these ones also face up. So basically, you have been like, I feel as though you've been like more or less sharp, not rude. I'm not saying rude. I'm not saying curt. If that's you, then that's on you. But I'm getting more like sharp in the sense of like, focus. Like you've been doing what it takes to cut through the noise, cut away BS. Like you only have like the capacity, focus, and energy for what is honest, pure, and true, and what is truly deserving of your time and respectful of your time and respectful of your worth and giving you what you deserve and need. And this doesn't mean you're not humble. This doesn't mean you're not like, growing more or whatever. Quite the contrary. It's just like, that's why you're so focused, because the Queen of Swords is looking at the Eight of Pentacles and then the Nine of Pentacles, looking forward. So it's like, and having that more vision, like, I'm getting even more eagle-eye perspective. Oh, thank you, Spirit, especially as I'm called to now looking at the bird beneath her throne. It may not be an eagle, but I'm seeing that. And then there's the butterfly of transformation. So it's like really being committed and leveraging especially your divine feminine transformational energy to stay focused on your craft, your business, your enterprise, your creation, your project, whatever it may be. Because ultimately, you're moving forward and achieving your success. Like no matter what, you have your faith in God, Goddess, Source, the divine, Holy Michael coming through. Especially because I feel like you locked in after this Emperor situation, like fell apart. Like what I feel is this Emperor energy was another character, like an Emperor character, so more of a masculine energy, who had resources, power, authority, wealth, success, things of that nature. What I'm feeling is that there was something that blocked and or it fell through, like y'all coming into some form of agreement, collaboration, some union of some type. It doesn't have to be romantic. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But either way, something fell through. And however, it's like after that negotiation fell through is what I'm getting. Like after that situation fell through, it's like I almost feel as though like while you were facing each other in one moment, it's like you just swiveled your chair, I'm getting, and you just like refocused on yourself and like refocused on all of the resources, projects and things you had in your at your own discretion and disposal. Like you really came back to doing you. You weren't allowing that situation to kind of block you or lock you down or like stop you from still showing up for what was in your control, what was within your access, what was within your power. You still leverage all of the tools and resources and gifts and abilities and talents you had before this person even popped up on the radar, and continue to apply these things to your life. And you allowed, maybe I'm feeling like you transmuted the energies, thank you Spirit, you transmuted the energy of this and let it be energy in motion, energy to help you ascend and level up in motion. Okay. Now, what I'm feeling with this Page of Cups kind of in between this stuff is I feel like if it hasn't happened yet around this now, it's going to find you soon come. I feel as though there's going to be, I feel like two things. One, for some, there may be this person or like a representative of this person like trying to come back around, spin the block, circle back, and offering kind of like a little bit of a tepid like apology and or offer. Like they're gonna try and like I'm not saying it's not sincere or earnest, because it probably is. Yet what I'm feeling is like it's not enough. It's like what I'm getting is like I'm getting the Naomi Campbell energy. I'm getting the meme. It's like, before you say I'm too much, ask yourself, are you enough? Like, this is what it's giving. This is what it's giving. Like, you want baseline, you need at least a queen level offer, because you're really on the Empress track. You already are the Empress. You know you're the Empress. However, it's like maybe in certain professional settings, you were like basically really trying to be fair with the negotiation is what I'm getting. Like honoring your value, yet at the same token, maybe you didn't give like you didn't highball is what I'm getting. Like maybe you didn't over like estimate. You were respecting your value, and maybe you could have gone higher in hindsight, yet you weren't like trying to overly push it. You know what I'm saying? Yes. So this is what I'm getting with this collective is like you were trying to be wise, because it wasn't just about numbers and stuff like that. You were taking the whole picture into account. You were taking into the intangible values and exchanges as well. And so this was a very like wise kind of decision, not just intelligent, wise and multifaceted. And now this Page of Cups energy either already tried to like give a little apology, make amends, or some soft words, or they're going to, and you're going to hear them out. Like you're open and receptive to receiving the truth, yet ultimately you're still focused on your goals, your prosperity, like what is calling to you, what is here for you. You're not holding back or waiting for anyone or anything. Like it's really, they can get with it or get left. They can respect your energy, value, or worth or not. Yeah, like, because you know what? That's why they have such a small part, and that's why they were even face down, because so much of this reading is about you not backing down and continue doing what you're doing, honestly. Like, so long as you continue to practice presence and discernment and awareness, you'll know when you need to like, or you'll have it come up when you need to pivot, learn something, apply a certain tool, apply a practice, yada, yada, yada. Like, because you're in the zone with yourself and committed with this relationship with yourself, it's like, you're respectful and you hear other people out, but you're not letting other people slow you down. You're not letting other people or other situations hold you back. It's like you were amazing before they came around the block, and you're still amazing afterwards. You respected them like as well. So I'm not saying this in a conceited or rude way. It's like you give to folks fair chances and opportunities, and say, hey, some things just don't pan out. It's like no hard feelings. And that's where maybe that compassion card comes from as well. It's like there's no hard feelings for yourself as well as for others. So before we close, we're going to get a cosmic activation card because I feel like I want to call in the energy and power. Essentially getting this energy of like, how do we embrace spirit and apply? How do we really embody this Nine of Pentacles? Thank you. Oh, we have card 5 with be still. Okay. So right off the bat, be still. So this is, I think I was just saying like a moment ago about tuning in, connecting, breathing, doing your thing, connecting with yourself, your perspective. Yes, I said getting present, getting aware, and practicing discernment. This is about engaging in grounding and centering practices. So prayer, meditation, stretching, flexibility, yoga, all with mindful breath, just breathing itself, breathing, walking and breathing deeply in a body of water, whatever it may be. Allow yourself to slow it down, to listen, to connect, to respond through the breath and through the presence, through the witnessing, through the observation, all this bird activity especially. Allow your hair to be your energetic antennas and feel and discern the various energies and powers that are connected to you and you're connected with. And let go and breathe out what doesn't serve while also calling in ever more like vitality and clarity that does serve you, that does rejuvenate and activate your cells, purify your clarity, enhances your wisdom and discernment. Yeah, I'm feeling, I just want to smile, and even the slowness that's coming over me, maybe connect with a tree, meditate with a tree. I feel delightfully and blissfully like guided to just say, get present. Get and be present and breathe. So let's check the book because Spirit wants me to share the book with y'all. Be still. To the mind that is still, the whole universe surrenders. Lao Tzu. Be still. Breathe. Find that well of tranquility and serenity within you. There are times when life feels chaotic. Circumstances and relationships test and challenge you with conflicting emotions and inner storms. Sometimes your emotions are felt deeply, and you may have moments of outbursts that express pain and inner rage. Feel the emotions and try to understand what has come forth from you. See the origins from which this reaction was born. There will always be triggers, dear one, and storms will pass, but how you react makes all the difference to the severity and longevity of the storm. Who are you is best seen when you are challenged, pressured, and put to the test. Will you react with rage, spite, and bitterness, or with peace, love, and compassion? If you react with anger and spite, do not be disheartened. Simply see that this is where you are at this time. Be gentle with yourself and go within to explore the deepest recesses of your hidden self. Find the root of why your reactions are so. To send this part of you love and compassion, and feel the healing light of love spreading through your entire being. Dear one, you are the love, peace, tranquility, and serenity that you seek. It is you. Know it, feel it, and be it. Be the peace that others seek. Be the stillness that others crave. Be the compassion that others need. In this stillness, there is clarity and peace. Go forth, dear one, and be that gentle voice that calms the storm. Prayer. Great Spirit, lead me to still waters within myself so that I may find peace. Associated chakras, sacral and solar plexus. So I think that's a beautiful activation for this reading, and to really give a pretty grounded and clear-cut practice of how to seal this in and embrace this activation and what's come through in this now. Again, comment down below. If you want a short prayer that really is in alignment with that card, check out the one that I did right before this. And if y'all enjoy it, also let me know if you'd like me to do an extended energy calibration, like a 10, 15, or 20-minute guided meditation. Whoop-de-woo, because I would love to return to that. I want to make sure that people would love it too. So comment down below. All right, I'm sending y'all love, hugs, and gratitude, and I'll be back soon. Mwah.